Hi there, everyone. I just want to share with you a tool that we're using internally, but one that we're also using with clients and helping clients implement. It's called Asana. Now, this is a screen share of my Asana dashboard. So this is Asana here. Now, Asana it's basically a task management and project management tool that you can use to collaborate with your team on projects, but also with people outside of your organization. So I'll just share with you a couple of key projects that I have set up in Asana and that we use it, and I'll show you how we use it with clients as well. Now, I'll just give you a very quick rundown of the structure of Asana first. Now, on the left-hand side here, you can see that there are these groupings called teams. Now, we have a marketing team that I'm a part of within our organization. We have a management team, which Lucien and I are members of. And we have other teams. So there's a 9 Pillars team, which has myself, Lucien, and also a couple of other team members that are contractors, that are overseas contractors. And this is a tool that Lucien's been using with his overseas team for quite some time to manage client web projects, graphic design projects, and things like that. Then we've got a team where I've set up which has templates, and I'll explain how we use those. And then there's a team that's just me as well, all right? So you can have private projects. Now, just as an example, now we've got our quarterly growth day coming up in a week and a half. So I'll just show you what we use, one form of projects that we use. Now, this is a live project that I'm sharing with you, so I'm just going to show you all of the tasks, including the completed tasks. Okay, so what you can see here is that when we set up a new project called Quarterly Growth Day, it will automatically, we can create a project using all of these steps automatically. And not only are the steps created, but then the people assigned to each steps are created automatically as well. So what that allows us to do is just create the project, and obviously it has all of the steps that we need to follow, but also it automatically sends those tasks to the relevant person that's in charge of those tasks for this project. Okay, so that's one way to use Asana, just creating a project which has just a checklist. And then within each of these tasks, you can have subtasks. You can have conversations within each task. For example, we have a task here called Follow-up Partners for Quarterly Growth Day. And we have just a description of who we wanted to follow up and who we want to discuss the Quarterly Growth Day with. Plus, we can start having conversations. Now, I was actually playing around with my team, with another team of mine, just showing them Asana. And you can see here, you can just create a conversation. You can just tag someone, send them a note, and it goes directly to their inbox. It'll notify them. They can then reply on here. And I'll show you some examples of how I use that with clients as well. So that's one format. The other format, which I'll show you, is what we call the board format. This is once again a project. So you can see here the Quarterly Growth Day project I showed you, which was a list view. This is a project called Referrals from Partners and Clients. And we've created this in a board view, which is another option when we create projects in Asana. And a board view has columns. And this is fantastic if you want to move tasks or cards, in this example, between columns as you progress the project or progress opportunities through a pipeline. Now, this is a project where we want to develop referral relationships with people. And you can see we've got a few different columns. Yet to contact them, have discussed referrals with them, have sent them the referral agreement, they've sent it back signed, we've organized a conversion event, and then after that, just having ongoing contact with them. Okay, so for example, Orbit Marketing, they're actually over here in Yet to Contact. So you can just move them around. So once I contact, say, Penzance Advertising, if I contacted them, I can move them over to here. Once I send them the referral agreement, I can pop it over to here. Okay. So I'll pop them back over here for the time being. So that's a fantastic way to manage tasks within a project or move move tasks within within stages within a project. Now, if I show you I use this for my main task list. It's called my priority list. So you can see here, I've got all of these different tasks, like typing up minutes for clients, reviewing things for clients, writing reports, and I've got them in these different columns: today, this week, next week, and later. So, for example, you can see here that one of the tasks relates to the quarterly growth day. Send quarterly growth day printing. Right now, if I wanted to allocate that to today, I can just simply drag that over to here. And then if I go over to my quarterly growth day project, you can see here, send quarterly growth day printing. So the great thing about Asana is you can have a task in multiple views in different projects. So you can see if I click on the details here, it's got that here in my priority list project under today. If I move this back to this week instead of today, if I go back to my priority list view, you can see it's actually put it back to this week. Okay. Now, I can also show you how we use this with clients. Now, if I go over to one of our clients as a landscaper. Now, so the great thing about Asana is, so it's really great for collaborating on projects either within your team or with others. You can invite other people outside of your organization into your team. So they've invited me into their Asana organization, and I'm part of this management team that they've set up. And you can see we've got some actions here called coaching actions. And if I show you an example of some of these, one in particular here, Nick was to meet with David from Clarendon. Now he ticked this off and I was notified of that. And then I asked him a question, how did this meeting go? And then he replied to me. Okay, so it's a great way to cut down an email to get notified of important projects and tasks being completed, and then having conversations around those tasks as well. All right, not just when they're completed, but also during the task. So another example is, actually, while I'm here, I can show you how Nick manages his. He's got leads that he moves through a process, and you can see here that first step is new lead inquiry, qualification email sent, then qualified or appointment booked. He's got quotes to do, quotes to follow up, and so on. Okay. Another client of ours, Puzzle Box Finance. Once again, she's shared a task or project with me called Business Goals, and hers are set up into different months and into the current fortnight. Once again, she keeps me up to date with some of these tasks, so she just sends a note there that I get informed of. So, for example, in this one, setting up a lead tracking spreadsheet, she's set this task for one of her team in Asana, and she's going to review that with her every Friday. Okay, so it's great for me to be able to keep abreast of what clients are doing, and it also helps them. So we've got clients who are using this to start systemizing their business. They're setting up projects, recurring projects. For example, if they've got a new client, they've got a checklist that they use that automatically gets allocated, or tasks get allocated to the team to set up a new client and to onboard a new client. And so it's a great tool to create these checklists, use them to help systemize repeating tasks within your business, plus also collaborate within the team on projects, such as, if you're creating a trade show or an exhibition that you're show that you're exhibiting at. Any of these types of projects, new website projects, marketing projects, any of these can be set up and have different collaborators. Plus, you can also invite other people from outside of your organization. So it is really a great tool. Now, the best thing about Asana is that it is free for 15 users. Now, there are some additional functionalities that you get if you pay. But even the free version has things like, if I go to my quarterly growth day project, now I don't use due dates in my projects, but if you did, you can just go to this calendar view, and it would automatically map out all of your tasks by due date into your calendar. And also, there's a timeline view. Now, this is a premium feature. you can make tasks dependent on other tasks, and it'll show you all the tasks in this timeline view with the linkages between the tasks, similar to a Gantt chart. All right, so it is a great tool. The free version is fantastic to give a go and start playing around with. So let me know if you need any help setting it up, showing you and the team how to use it. And it is a great tool to help you get organized and really systemize your business. All right, so all the best, and yeah, let me know if you've got if you need a hand with it or if you've got any questions. Cheers.